Okay, yeah, I've just realized I've been silent this whole time because OBS was like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't see where your mic was, or I forgot it, or something. So I'm just not going to tell you anything's happened. But anyway, hello, everyone. I'm here now. Stuff has happened. Oh, boy. Hello. Yay, it works. Yeah, hopefully White Forest, that reference now makes sense from a stupid 13-second clip. But yeah, Willowbuzz, hello. Sonic Sakura, hello. Supertalia DX, hello. My good reason for making fun of Edinburgh is, well, they're Edinburgh. Also, oh, wow, what's this? Is it Resident Evil Director's Cut? Oh, wow. And no, I have no idea why my voice goes there, but it does. Every time I see Owo. You were chatting amongst yourselves for a while, and I was chatting to myself for a wee while there. Because I don't check things sometimes. Such an aggressive Owo. I'm glad you like it. It's not the traditional way of doing Owo. And indeed, I don't know if I would be able to. And the music's changed. To get stereotypical for a second, it's Owo for men. Stereotypical masculine, toxically so masculine man. 1 second. Angry face. Oh, whoa. So how are you all? I've had a Twitch heavy day actually, but I was in Willowwise's stream a little bit, and it's oh no, Talia. I should have known better than to say it without the idea that it might end up in there, so that one's on me. Sounds like the best cologne. I was in Willowaz's stream for a bit, and then Scum and Villainy stream for a bit. Willowaz was playing The Sims Cottage Living, I believe it's called. And then Scum and Villainy were doing various DOS things. Games, one might say. And for some reason, I provided her with the means of... the entirely legal means of playing the 1996 Fable. And, I mean, I'm still not sure how I feel about that one. Yeah, she seems to like the game. I'm not so hot on it. And Talia was doing a mistake. Yeah, that's where I was. And I wanted to be in your one, but the timing did not work out. So I'll have to watch the VOD back and see the chaos. Because I can only assume there was chaos. Considering it's what, Sonic Adventure 1 or 2 rando with chat integration is what you were doing? Yeah, I've just had a thought. I should probably get my reading glasses to reduce eye strain if nothing else, so just be a second. I mean, I could keep talking, I just have to talk from the diaphragm. Which always sends me into Matt Berry mode for some reason. I don't know why, but just... I don't know why is the answer to pretty much half the stuff I do. Sonic Adventure 2, yes, with chat integration, and a slew of new commands including bleep and nut. I'm going to speculate that bleep is the kind of swearing sound effect bleep, and I'm going to forget that the nut command ever existed. But you had fun though? Because that is of great importance. As well as the charity money raising that you were doing. And the very silly names that people put into the donations. Omo Cow give a hint about nuts. I have no further questions. Okay, sadly I don't have a way of cleanly fading out that music, but... go and this full screen and hope that it shows up properly here. Yep. Of course, we're not seeing this in its full majesty, so we're going to have to restart. Very good point. Charity money raising is always good. Did have fun, except for the time when I found where they were hitting all the Omo cows in one point, so when you touch them, they just explode into whirring sounds and yelling at you. Mood? Howdy, enjoy RE. Thank you, Summer. I'd enjoy it more if I could figure out why it's not making any noise, but that's a separate thing entirely. What did you miss regarding charity fundraising? Oh, this is something Talia has been doing. At $300 redos at the last count. I forget exactly which type of dollars it was, actually. Oh, I'm just going to try closing content and then loading it again. Please ignore these entirely legally obtained images. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's over 500. Holy heck, well done you. And Talia is a good. Very a good. OBS, catch up, please. There we go, now there's noise. Potentially too much noise, but we'll figure that out. Oh, there's a pixie cow. Hello. I did not see you coming. Icky is a delight with a wonderfully warm voice. Sonic Sakura, I highly suggest you take that back. I have never been warm or smooth in my entire life. We see nothing. What? Correct, especially when he says kathunk. I'm cold, please warm. Well, I'm warm, please cold. This is what opposite hemispheres do for each other. It's not good when you're looking the other way. Well, I have been hella distracted by, you know, basic streamer shit that everybody has down years in advance. Okay, so what would be the sensible option is going and changing the volume in Windows. Nope, still making noise. Good. You can let me know if it is noise enough for you all. Hot and cold, what it does to me. Hot and cold, the shower sprays on me. If you've never played that particular Tex Murphy game, that reference will make no sense. So, yeah, I'm going to start off with a gun, because that's just me. And Jill doesn't turn up in a later game with, you know, biceps the size of watermelons. A great rendition. Thank you. Thank you. If anyone doesn't know, my real name is actually Gordon, and fine to use it. It's not exactly a secret. Nope, makes no sense to me. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. You love discovering Tex Murphy. And someone's redeemed Go Full Glesga, and Go Full Glesga I shall. So, funny thing about the director's cut. You see how this whole cutscene's in black and white, right? This was meant to be in colour for this release. And then some kind of localization fuck-up happened. I was just reading earlier that it was related to copyright. Like, the wrong copyright notice was in one of the videos. And so they just very quickly substituted in another one, which was the black and white one. So I think they ended up having to release the video on their website that was in full colour. Am I the saviour of the universe? I can neither confirm nor deny that, hen.
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it.
Please explain. Oh, is this the song what I sang? Yeah, it's from a Tex Murphy game. It's basically a little FMV scene that plays when you interact with a piano. Flash! Ah! That's what the saviour of the universe sounds like, right? Yeah, I should really set up a timer for the Go Full Glasgow Redeem, because I never know when it's been a minute or actually however long it is. And I'm kind of frightened to get out of RetroArch, to be honest, because I feel like it's going to break again. Flash! Ah! Or I can do it another way. Flash! Oh. Updeck, why are you not making noise? Do any of the other noises work? That's upsetting.
No! Don't go!
Unless the Wilhelm scream actually came out on your end and just not in my headphones. That would be odd. Mind you, I've also found that RetroArch has prevented my mouse from leaving the monitor that it's on. Which is odd. Flash. Oh no! Someone shat me pants. Oh my god, someone shit me pants. You know, I would say this is the most 90s thing ever, but I'm not even sure that's the right era.
Jill Valentine.
Couldn't have been the oddest thing we've heard today. Because we heard you. Hey!
Rebecca Chambers.
No, there's no worm command here, Willow.
Albert Wesker.
Tempting, but I don't think I can really steal that sound effect from them without getting some permission. Oh wait, that doesn't work here. Escape into the mansion where they thought it was safe. Yet. And what is that ellipsis doing so high?
What a mansion!
I'm a worm and I'm digging in your garden. That last bit is various words like wiggly, squiggly, and diggly. I don't remember the precise order.
Open
Yeah, I swear to God that didn't look this pixelated. At least not the way I remember it.
Can you go?
I'm going with you.
Now, possibly it was, and I'm just being dumb, but
Okay.
it just seems so bizarrely pixelated. I know, just related to you quoting, "Someone shit my pants."
Stay alert.
Yeah, I see. Charge! CRT TV might have made it look different. Oh, absolutely, yeah. It would have had its own kind of blurring / anti-aliasing effect.
A dining room.
You know, here continues the almost running gag, I feel,
What is this?
of this guy not knowing what literally anything is.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be
I
examining.
think what's confusing me is I watched a
Hope this
GDQ speedrun. Yeah, I hope it's not Chris's blood either, because that's a fair amount of it to lose. Yeah, it looks a bit more detailed at this point. But I think watching a GDQ run of this, it was on the PC, so the... Oh, where's this option? Alright, this will be intensely boring for a second, but I promise it'll pay off. There we go. So, wait for that to reload. You can actually see it on the stream. And that can run in 640 by 480, so it looks a bit more like this. Honestly, I'm half tempted to keep it this way. What do you all think? Because I don't want to go full, you know, high resolution, because, you know, that's not how it was. It was like this, with the awkward animations and her foot half being in blood. Also, I've not even equipped a weapon yet. Oh, something I really miss from first Resident Evil. Being able to examine your inventory items, like so. Nah, that's good, yeah. I do like my pixels, but it was a bit much. Anything else to say, Barry? Nope. Well, I'm just going to steal a crest. Been here 5 minutes and I'm already pilfering. But yeah, I wasn't going to go full high res with it, because, you know, I can make the 3D models as sharp as I want. It's just... Well, one is really going to stick out against the backgrounds. And two, it's just... it feels wrong somehow. This is our first indicator that something has gone wrong. Someone's not been getting their vitamin D. Thing is, I'm just going to completely leave and let somebody else deal with this. Examine your weapon. That one is also sexual. They're just perfect gun references for artists. Maybe so, yeah.
Let me take care of this.
It's the funny thing is, they had to put those in deliberately. Because it's not the same gun models you're...
Is it?
He doesn't know what anything is, it's crazy. It's not the same gun models you see outside the game. Outside the inventory, rather. So they had to put them in deliberately, which is probably why they went for 2D images in later games. It's not too obvious there, but yeah, it's a very simple model they've got. To report this to Wesker. Yes, of course. Oh fuck, he's following me. Get away. So yeah, we're playing as Jill. Barry's following us, and we're about to report to Wesk. Oh,
Wesker!
where's he going?
Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
Alright. What we're meant to do is go off that way where I'm aiming, round the back of the stairs, and out the other end to say, hey, we've had a look through the entire room. Or we can just do this. just triggers the cutscene that way.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing.
No, and I checked the whole room, stop asking.
I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
You can say the Z word, it's fine. We're all thinking it.
Dining room again.
Why are you checking the dining room again?
The door on the opposite side.
There's blood and there was a crest that mysteriously disappeared.
We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And
Okay, that is simple. Sensible, rather.
it might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
The master sandwich of unlocking.
Thanks.
So yeah, this is the Jill and the Jill sandwich that you may have heard that meme, and also it's probably a lot less sexual than whatever you were thinking.
Meet up in this hall.
You mean a zoo? Love a zoo. Not been at a zoo for a damn long while, actually. I think the nearest good one is Edinburgh, unfortunately, because, you know, Edinburgh. I'm from Glasgow, I have to keep up that rivalry. No, I'll go in this way. I have usually gone this way, and I will continue to do so. So if you are somewhat unfamiliar with Resident Evil, or perhaps its classic iterations, survival horror basically means wandering about a place, solving puzzles, and trying to avoid cuddle munch. That's what zombies do. They cuddle munch. We has a map. Yeah. Don't know how to actually get to it though, because the controls are slightly different from Resident Evil 2, which is the one I'm most familiar with. I have completed this game, but only once. And just remembered that's an ink ribbon. We do use those to save. I can find one elsewhere. Should I feel that? Oh, bollocks. I thought I got around him. That was embarrassing. Edinburgh does have a great zoo, though, not gonna lie. Do they still have pandas? I don't remember. I want to say no, but that's just something in the back of my mind saying maybe not they have pandas, though. Okay, I was about to say that map's fucking useless, but no, it does become useful. Yeah, that's another good thing about Jill, is she can just straight up unlock some of these doors. Hi, dogs. And I'm not afraid to say that first time that happened to me, shat it. Shat all of my pants. Ah, yeah. So, as you can see here, gun model, not very high detailed. Inventory, much more high detailed. I mean, it's mostly texture work, but you know, this is a PlayStation 1. That's pretty good. Like dags. I have no idea how offensive that accent is, to be honest. Because I'm just doing an impression of an American guy doing an impression of travelers. I believe it's meant to be some flavour of Irish, and that's pretty much where my knowledge ends. Also, where did that come from, Talia? Just because there was Doug's. Because, you know, that's how we say it. We say Doug's. Yeah. All that manoeuvring just to find out there's nothing useful. Working-ish mirror, though. The funny thing is, it's just drawing the 3D model twice. Like, every other part of that mirror, that's just baked into the background. The background's a 2D image. But it works. Yes. Yep, I thought so. It sounded very you. And that's no bad thing. A thing that is very Talia is a very good thing indeed. As previously established, Talia is a good. In fact, let's face it, y'all are good in here. Y'all are good people. At least, I believe I have a DAGS command. I will have to try that out sometime. Yeah, the other thing I was looking into for stream stuff is to have commands that set off videos. So if you've ever watched The Wanderer 1990, he has channel points redeems. See, that's way less detailed, weirdly enough. Oh, it does zoom in. Yay. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just, maybe not that it's less detailed, but it does look cheaper. Odd. Ooh. Anyway. We just straight up stole a shotgun that was on the wall, which won't come back to bite us at all. Yeah, I was talking about, you know, channel points redeems that make a wee video clip play. And I need to ask Wanderer how he goes about that. Oh no, it's locked, I can't get out. Oh no, it's locked, I can't get out. Shotgun? Shotgun? Shogun?
Hey, what's going on?
I like how she says that as if she's literally just noticed the ceiling coming down.
Is that you, Jill?
It's not subtle.
What happened?
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick. Hurry! This way!
Oh, Barry!
Oh, Barry!
Too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for
There
saving
we
my
go.
life.
It's the quote that named the stream.
But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
Actually, come to think of it, his face is quite detailed.
I just had something I wanted to check.
I've not got any texture mods here.
Back to searching for the lost captain and crew.
Wow, Barry, that wasn't shifty at all.
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
Eyes emoji.gif. Thank you, Barry. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Saved your life. I'm over it, Hen. Just get on with your job. No. I don't feel like a cuddle munch today. I've already had my ankles gnawed. And it was less than enjoyable. Bye. Oh, yes, I'll take you. But I am... my health is fine and yet yellow, which to me says caution. Like I said, I'm more familiar with Resident Evil 2, but I've only completed this game the once, I think. Can't remember if I've completed Remake, the GameCube one. I suspect I have not. Don't need chemical right now, and I probably don't need rest either. So, pop that out for a clip, that sounds good. Ditch the knife, because whilst it is more useful here than it is in later games, I don't think I'm going to find a use for it. Aha! And for shame, it was only Resident Evil 3 where you could freely walk upstairs rather than walk up to them and use them. And I don't just mean for cutscene transitions to new maps, I mean even something like that. Your face! Oh, fuck. Well, that's a wasted shell. Doorknob is broken. Talia is staring for some reason. Did I say something wrong? I probably did. Like that, I'm not saying that as if it's not beyond the... You're staring at the stairs. Yes. I actually have a picture of me and Pouncer, my parents' cat. He likes to sit on the stairs and just stare out the window, so I decided to get a selfie of me staring with him. We're having a stare on the stairs. So yeah, this basically tells us that the green herbs will give us a bit of health, the blue herbs will cure a bit of poison. Well, no, they'll cure all poison, what we're talking about. And red herbs will make whichever herb you mix it with more effective. And the side effect of all that is if you combine a green, red, and blue, I believe it's true in this game as well, you get temporarily invisibility. Why is it a Jill sandwich? Because she was nearly crushed by a ceiling. Oh, right, so we actually ended up back here. Interesting. I've decided against it. I've changed my mind. There we go. Forgot we couldn't get through there because the knob was broken, not because we'd unlocked it. So yeah, armor door. But you don't want to eat Barry, do you? Yeah, he's old, so he's going to be like more grizzled and chewy. And you'll get hairs in your mouth from the beard. Wood is put in the stove. A paper is on the wall. Locked. Carving of a helmet. In fact, if I remember correctly, that used to be a carving of not a helmet, but armor. No, I'm thinking of armor. This is when I had a quote of just a carving of armor. Now, I don't think I need to shoot this lad. Okay, actually, this is tricky. Oh no, he just completely fucked it. Thanks, guy. Locked. A carving of armor, so not an armor. Okay. Oh, thank you. Very kind of him. A carving of arm or leg? Unconfirmed.
Barry!
Jill,
Also, yes, I get the pun.
any clues?
No,
Your pun powers are still working, Talia.
this house.
Whoa, this hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route
It's the safest room you've been in so far, Barry. What the fuck are you talking about?
somewhere.
Although, granted, if you try and go out the front door,
Shall we?
dogs will come in.
Okay.
Then it'll be dangerous.
Let's separate again.
Just a moment. I found something.
What is it?
No, don't open that door.
It's really powerful, especially against living things.
It may be a weird weapon if it was only powerful against stationary, wouldn't it?
I have this.
I'll take this then.
And the weapon he gives us? Ammo! Which I guess he wants us to throw at people? Aye, cheerio. Get in my fucking hair, Barry. Fuck's sake. Right. Fortunately, I don't think we're far away from getting a grenade launcher, although I don't have a direct use for it at the moment. As part of the fun of survival horror is conserving limited amounts of ammo. Spots of blood are here and there. Aye, here and there. I hope this blood isn't from my teammates. You mean, you hope it isn't Chris's blood? And just switching to that for no particular reason. Oh no! Yeah, I thought she was going to examine the corpse, but there we go. It's Forrest. He's been picked to death by crows. Oh no! Bye, crows. Are the remakes even survival horror? Our remake is, yeah. 2 and 3, on the other hand, yeah, they stray further away from it. Still got hints of it, still got, you know, like the puzzle solving and the scarcity of ammo. Like, those do crop up, but honestly, not as much as these games, I don't think. Maybe it's just these games have a reputation and I'm building them up in my own head a little more, but feels like ammo conservation is more of a thing in these older games. Oh. He's... what? Am I able to move this or not? Because... okay, there we go. Because I'd get not being able to move it if that zombie was still alive, but... it wasn't, so... don't know what happened there. Maybe it just took a while to fully accept his own death. Annoying thing about the older ones. That's how you reload. No easy button combination to do it. Also, I'm way too used to getting into that inventory menu with the circle button. I believe these guys just vomit, yes. Or that one did. Aha! Can I do anything here without just going down? Carving of an helmet. Numeric key panel. You don't know the pass number. Of course, in the 2 and 3 remakes, you know the passcodes, you can just enter them. Joy for speedrunners, though. Actually, something that kind of annoyed me about some games where you could only get the passcodes by finding them in the game, and then it would basically be a flag in your inventory profile, whatever, saying that, yeah, you found this passcode. Basically finding another key, which is not so fun. I'll just pick this up and keep it. Could be useful. And I'll dump this for now, because be anything that we need to tackle. Another clip? No, that's all the clips. Completely lost track of what I was talking about. Gosh dang it. Go. Opening a door to disguise a load time. Oh, balls. Got distracted again. Come on. Yes. Try this one. Nope. Locked. Carving of an armor. I did actually play about half an hour of this, so I do have something of a route planned out. Not today, sir. This is way too cramped quarters for me to deal with you. I know how to words. There we go. Pool of blood. He's done. Yeah, I was talking about something and do not remember what it was. Wait, reload while I'm here. And off we go. That's really bugging me now, because I swear I was like halfway through saying something. Okay, lockpick, and that takes us to... Wait for it. Ah, yes. First of all, flip. Yes. And we're getting another classic quote in a second. Nothing special, none of them looks useful. Ooh, what a lovely book here. I hope nothing untoward happens. Rawr. And considering what's behind them, don't feel so bad about using that. Is it shotty shells? Yay! Guess what maybe makes this game less appealing to go back to in my mind is it does look cheesy compared to the later ones. They have a bit more of a slickness to them. Ages a bit better. So there's this guard, he doesn't like people, his employers are doing weird things. Then he gets a cut. And then he kills some dogs because he's a fucking arsehole. Far less cheesy than Skyrim. Well, your Skyrim is the cheesiest of all, and like none can compare to that. I don't think it's a fair comparison at all. But yeah, guard gets sicker and sicker, and not allowed to leave the company grounds. And then his mind kind of goes a bit. Just a little bit. Ugly face, so killed him. Tasty. And yeah, there's another iconic quote. For itchy tasty. Keeper's diary. Was that garden keeper or keeper of dogs? They have lots of dogs on the grounds for reasons I've yet to ascertain. Yes. I unlocked it. Come on. The nice thing about the PC port as well is you can actually just skip the door cutscenes because when the game's installed to a hard drive it can load it much quicker. Whereas this is just stream off CD. Or in my case load it from an ISO file as literally everyone saw earlier. So you can pet them with bullets. I love how your rewards currency is square sausage. I do like a square sausage. It feels like a reward to me, although I believe food as a reward is not necessarily a good idea. Maybe that's just with regards to children. Squassage. Or is that squassig? What's it? Squassig? Okay, it's way too early in the stream to make my tongue do backflips. This is... I mean, food rewards work on animals. They do. One might argue that humans are more complex. Some of them, anyway. Didn't actually mean to take a green herb there. I wanted a red one. Because I want to make super powerful concoction. I'm going to fuck up at some point and I'm going to need it. So yeah. Basically you've got 3 tiers of health. The green, the yellow, the red. And there's technically a 4th tier, but it's called dead. So. And humans are aminals, so like... Hey, as a fat guy with an Italian mother, food equals love. Oh, in fairness, yeah, mum food. Mum food is often the best food. And the only thing better than mum food is gran food. Okay, that's a bit stereotypical in terms of... I was going to say gender, but no, it's just... I think sexist is actually the word I'm looking for. Also, hey, Between the Borders, how you doing? I don't think I said hello to you, Nevik, when you came in, so hello, Nevik, when you came in. Which reminds me, I do need to actually keep, and actually try my Grand's lentil soup recipe. Even though the list of ingredients is literally like, you know, this bag of frozen veg out of farm foods. I have a book of family recipes, they're awesome. Oh, that's amazing. Any particular favourites in there? Any specialities that you have? I'm assuming that you're using the recipe book, of course. From Star's Bravo team. Now he's become a mere shadow of his former self. Well, his heat's off. He doesn't need this ammo. When I was young, a man knowing how to cook was special. Yeah, that's a good barrier to break down, quite frankly. Mum's got this amazing pumpkin soup recipe that's like 30% sour cream. Wow. But yeah, absolutely would try that. I mean, if I wanted to start out small, what I could do is my dad's carbonara recipe. Also, can we talk about how often Moonlight Sonata shows up in games? Especially around this era. Shadow Man did this as well. Like, it opened with it. I don't know why it keeps coming up so much. Well, I do love the logic of, I'm in a hostile environment, unknown creatures are attacking. I've forgotten an item, so I'm going to need to go back. I think this is the one. Yeah, I'm going to need to go back. Yeah, hostile environment, unknown enemies. And she's like, I'm going to play the piano for a bit. Our meatballs and sausage are exceptional. Excellent. Takes all day in every pan in the building, but it's just plain worth it. Even people that say my family say so. Give me sausage. No, making me hungry. I know, it's past dinner time here as well, so I can only go with small snack. Sakura's redeemed Go Full Gleska, so here we are. Just need to go back and get that, what's it even called again? Crest? That shieldy looking thing. That's what I need. Too many boys doing here. Making things real awkward to get about. So, emblem. That's the word I was looking for. Tell you what I'll do. Reload that. And I don't actually need a health, you know, mixed herbs and first aid spray. Always good to have a inventory item slot open. Especially if you don't know in advance 100% what you're doing, so go with that. Run. Yeah, in fairness, the zombies in later games look a hell of a lot more realistic. And where am I going again? Aye, this way. They've got a hell of a more realistic shamble to them than well, basically look like drunk toddlers in this game, let's face it. Which, considering they have a maximum of about, I don't know, 3 3D models on screen at once. Kind of wonder what they were getting up to with all this. Yeah, as a kid I was proud to be able to cook. Still not universal, but it's getting more gender neutral. Exactly. Partly on that line of thought that I took home economics when I was at school. As it turned out, I had the side benefit of me being able to cook later in life, if not entirely willing. To be honest, I'd be more scared if zombies looked like this than in the later games. Yeah, because it'd be a whole uncanny valley thing going on in the back of your head that would distract you from, you know, kicking their heads in. Ah, yeah. So, we're going back here. And yes, I have fully stolen the Australian way of saying here. I say Australian, I think it's actually more of a Sydney thing, and certain people in the chat may be able to attest to that. Like, IRL things started losing polygons. That's terror. That's real terror. Cooking and sewing are just practical skills. Yeah, that's back to home economics in at least our school system. So we have... I want to say that's the shield key. Let's find out. Also a sort of odd quirk of Resident Evil, making you investigate items. That's not just emblem key or whatever it was before, it's the actual thing that it is. So we got this way. I don't think I'll be able to do the other door in here. Sorry, here. Oh, I am. Here we are. Realised that was an armor key door. Why, mate, come here and say that to me. There are various factors preventing that, Talia, and I'm sure you're aware of them. One day I'll make it to Australia. It's locked. Will you use the lockpick? I've used the lockpick. What do I get? Shotgun shells? Yes. Although if I was hoping to free up an inventory slot soon, then that's not going to happen anymore. I've got a whole... Well, it's not a whole magazine because it's a shotgun. I've got a whole tube of shells. Mate, this... He's in the mirror as well. Oh, no, that's way too close. You know, this is maybe a bit of bait that I'm taking there, because you can dodge. You'll be able to get by that guy, no problem. Like I said to his cursoness, just be a twat like Katie Hopkins and they'll fly you over for free. This is the last time you'll ever hear me say it, but I'm not on her level. I am not that level of twat. Just don't then proceed to break quarantine or they'll deport you and charge you for both flights. Oh, fuck. Sent her back here? Still a magazine, it's just fixed. Sorry, I'd sold repair to firearms for over a decade. Oh, no worries, that makes me learn things. That's a good. It just felt wrong compared to, you know, like, all the rounds are in a thing that you then put into the gun. The thing is already in the gun and you just feed the... Are they still rounds if they're shotgun shells? I've barely learned the difference between clip and magazine. And by that I mean what most people call a clip is actually a magazine. That's the whole part I remember. This is really just stuff I've picked up from playing video games. Hi, doggy. Sorry to do this, but they are not good boys. This does have to happen. Lots of fine detail. Let me limber up. Is there a rant incoming? Because a rant is fine. So it does have that Hanna-Barbera effect where you can kind of tell one of these is able to move because it looks different from these ones. That one's there is different. Hopefully it'll reset position though, because I think I was meant to find something there and I did not. So I would like to try pushing it from the other side, please. Please, rant, yes. There's something I do like about my chat. There's a great deal of enthusiasm. Not necessarily with us knowing what consequences of it are, but nevertheless. Thing? There we go. Just more bullets, but I can use those. Right, where were we? Deadpan. Yay. Enthusiasm. Use the armor key. That worth a redeem? You know, a full-on deadpan redeem? Because, you know, ASMR is just... it's been done. I don't think it really suits the way I talk. Also, it's just a bit horny and I don't feel like that's something I should do every single stream. Hype happened. Oh fuck, I forgot I'd set that up. For a second I was like, oh, Nick's in, but no, it's just me setting up that, setting that up to happen whenever his Kerwat happens. Personally, I'd be really annoyed if randoms broke into my house and rearranged my sideboard. Well, I'm doing it anyway. I'm that kind of cunt, apparently. That's what Stars does. Okay, so a magazine stores munitions, and it can be in a weapon, a ship, or a city. The clip is used to load a magazine. With the exception of the M1 Garand, the clip almost never stays in the weapon during firing. Right. So the clip is for filling the magazine goes into a gun, and then shooty bang happens. I feel like I've, you know, oversimplified that a touch, but... Talia, I like how you're blaming Nightbot for something that was clearly my fault. Also, keep doing it, please, because, you know, takes away responsibility from me. Yeah, thought so. Couldn't quite tell if was shadow or blood, but... still can't tell. Ah! My instincts were to be trusted. I said, oh my god, Nightbot. I mean, I heard you. I had fun with some of those commands. Just Nightbot, just Nightbot. I don't think I want to go this way just yet. I'm going to try a different way. Generally speaking, a round can mean any full piece of fixed ammunition. Fixed being any ammunition in one piece. Cartridge for pistols and rifles, and shell for shotgun is most specific. Yeah, okay, that was the other one. Where what most people call bullets are actually rounds. And... might be a puzzle. Picture is entitled From Cradle to Grave. Of a tired middle-aged man. There's a switch below. Will you push it? No. Picture of a newborn baby. There's a switch below. Will you push it? Well, I don't think we're going to get a picture of people fucking, so yeah, this seems like a good one to start with. And list all the things I know to be bullets. You can, but should you? And moreover, will that stop you? I don't know that it would stop me. Infant man. Oh, nope, 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 not again. Licorice bullets. Also, do y'all say licorice or licorice? I kind of flip between the two of them. Yeah, I should, and it'd be a bulleted list too. Not numbered? Bullets are single flying things. Shot is round and fired en masse. Bird is small, buck is around 0.3 inches, and grape shot is for cannon, which is singular and plural. Licorice, licorice. A lively boy. I fucked this up. Okay. Oh, crows don't attack immediately. Should have looked at all the paintings first. End of life. The numbered list, then we couldn't list it, could we? Still a list. You can list the list. You can even put the numbered list in whatever order you want, with a record of what the original order was. Don't know if looking at this picture will reset the puzzle order or anything, but seems worth trying. Okay, so we've got newborn baby. Then it wouldn't be bullets, so I couldn't list it alongside other things I know to be bullets. But then the list would just be recursive. Licorice. Sakura! A bold-looking old man. That's, that phrase was a choice. A lively boy. Feel like... Well, not young man. I meant to look at the other one. Yeah, a thing that holds a primer powder and projectile is a case for pistols and rifles, a hull for a shotgun. I'm gonna say infant before boy. That'll sound great out of context. Wait, I have one for this. Hold on. Oh dear, Talia. Just... I'm assuming, but I feel confident in the assumption that oh dear is the thing to say. Was that... Were you just... Was ho on the entire... Okay, what was the last one I actually did? Because I'm getting distracted by chat now. Yes. Yeah, I figured so. Lively boy. I think that was the last one I did, so I want to do young man. Infant. Wish the text would go faster. Who on, indeed. So, tired middle-aged man, then bold-looking old man, and then the end of life and I get attacked by crows. No, don't press it again. It's fine. Fine. You don't need to. You can move the text faster. It's fine. Push below. You push it. Oh, sweet. Got away with it. I have a hexagon. No, that's... No, that's right. X is 6, right? For a second I thought it was 8, but that's octagon. I know how to shapes. Right, so... Visit to an item box might not go amiss. Have a helmet. I'm gonna see how far I can go down this track here. Sorry, here. And I will say that to your face. Shoot the opportunity. Ow, my hands. My beautiful hands. It's after all this time I realized I didn't even say hi to my own brother when he came in. Hey, Alpinata. If you're still there. Or if you're not still there. Regardless. The sun sets in the west and the moon rises in the east. Stars will begin to appear in the sky. And wind will blow it towards the ground. Then the gate of new life will open. We have a stars. And it just puts it in the right place for me. Brilliant. Fixed magazine cannot be removed from the weapon. The tube magazine is obvious. Box magazine is what you see on 99% of the time. From is obvious. Helical magazine is found on the Calico and Bison. I feel like I should know what the Bison is, but it's not coming to me right now. A rotary and some old Savage, I can't remember, and Platter in the Lewis gun. Again, Lewis gun, I feel like I should know that one, but it's not coming to me. Is that one of the Gatling looking ones? But you'll have to forgive a certain degree of ignorance here. Bison, American for bison. God damn it, Talia. I mean, yes, but god damn it. Okay, so I've got those two keys that could be useful. Can I not get another one of those emblem things? Also, to recent clips remain in revolvers in certain cases. Oh. That speed loader thing, or is that something else? I joke, but I'm learning a lot. Thank you. Same. I am learning things. Right, so I thought I had another one of those things to put in the stars, moon, and stuff puzzle. EP18. Oh, I think I know the one you're talking about now. Jet. This looks like a right pain in the arse to reload, if I'm being honest. Well, I didn't mean to be right. And you're very upset about it, obviously. Flat magazine on top, very distinctive. Yeah, that does sound familiar. Because there's this VR game called Hot Dogs, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. But now, whilst I can't pretend it's, or profess rather, that it's the most accurate at representing weapons, I'm done with you. You die now. You die. Had it with your shit. And if you're gonna pull that off, really had it with your shit. Get away from my feet. Yep, he's bleeding. Good. Well, I can't profess to it being 100% accurate all of the time forever. It does give you an indication of, whilst some weapons look cool, they can be an absolute pain in the arse to reload. Like the P90 is a good example of that. It's got a very distinct look to it, but actually being able to you know, put a new magazine into there, pain in the arse. It also does not help that the Vive controllers have a big chunky thing up near the top. So if you actually try and do things that where the two controllers get anywhere near each other, they just collide and ruin immersion at best and actively sabotage you at worst. Okay, maybe I need to put one of those statues on there? Where's the other statue? Basically anything that's, what you call it? Bolt action. Those controllers are going to collide with each other. Maybe I just actually try and use that switch in the middle. I assumed something had to be on top of it, but I could be wrong there. There we go. The switch, will you push it? Oh no, the room will fill with poison gas. Okay, we covered the vents. Maha. So if a magazine is the thing that holds the bullets, and emus can hold 10 bullets on average, when you say hold, do you mean take without dying? Or am I missing some context here? The revolver clips are used to use the wrong cartridge in a revolver, since revolvers are made for rimmed cartridges. Rimless cartridges need to be put in a circular or semicircular clip to hold them in place. E90 is very hard to load, but also holds infinite bullets when used under a sun different than our own. I believe this is a reference to something. And as a random guess, I'm going to say Stargate. Become a real snob when it comes to controls. Yeah, Resident Evil 1 did not exactly spoil us on the controller front. Shit. I need the item box. Where am item box? Kratos' voice, indeed. I don't know what Kratos' voice is, apart from boy, which may or may not be accurate, but it's what I go with. Wandering around drunk. And a thought occurs that I might be able to get that emblem back out of the wall and swap it with the one in the Moonlight Sonata room. Just for the fuck of it. Just to have the old wooden one back again. Game probably won't let me though. Old 3D was so bad. Yeah, this really was just 3D hitting the mainstream at long last. And a lot of people suddenly having to scurry to pivot their games from 2D to 3D. It's Batman's voice if he wasn't angry, just disappointed. Vitamins and serums. Not for the likes of us. Kratos' voice actor is in Stargate SG-1 and frequently says, indeed. I see, I see. I've turned into Ryozuki for some reason. You know where I can find some sailors? No good. Actually, now that we have lovely save game music playing, save room music playing, I'm gonna take a quick bio break. So, talk amongst yourselves, and I shall be back shortly. And we're back. I do like that answer between the borders. I may have to steal that at some point. And I too hope that things are in a more positive swing for you. I'm unfamiliar of what may have been going wrong. But nevertheless, I hope more good has happened. So, completely random thought. I just this past week got to the end of watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Or rather, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. God, I hope I got the I and the E the right way around. And I'm trying to figure out if it actually had a satisfying ending, or if I'm just glad they didn't completely fuck it up. Ooh. Yes, this. He's better. Don't mind me, lads. It's fine, fine. Don't have a helmet key. Don't have a passcode. Yeah, I'm going right back the hell where the hell I came from. Just screwed up by deleting a script in a project. This, everyone, is why source control is important. It is... I do have some source which is backed up, but in the extremely unsophisticated way of copying folders. Which, considering I can just, you know, set up a Git instance on a local machine, would make a bit more sense to do it that way. And that's not where I meant to go. I could probably do one on the Raspberry Pi that I'm using for, what do you call it, for a NAS box. Felt that way about Battlestar Galactica. Is it satisfying? I don't know. Good run though. Honestly, it's kind of the feeling I ended up having about Mass Effect 3. Like, oh, no, every little choice didn't matter. It's like, okay, that was impossible, and if that is indeed what the developers promised, because I haven't been through the marketing hype for quite a while, then they shouldn't have said that. Maybe they should have said, you know, rather than every little choice will affect the outcome, there will be outcomes for every little choice. You're running Gitya and can rsync in general. Unfortunately, I am uneducated in what that means. Though rsync does sound familiar, I probably should know what that one means. Because BioWare can't write. Well, BioWare can write fine so long as one person doesn't lock himself in a room, come up with the entire ending, and then insist everybody sticks to it. At least I think that's how that one went. And if not, I'm apparently fine with regurgitating that to an entire audience. Off to bed, enjoy the rest of the game, don't die too much. Well, I haven't died once yet, but yeah, no promises. Enjoy your slip. If I knew what I was doing, I probably could get to the end of the game tonight. But I don't know what I'm doing because I've only completed this the once. Aha, yes. Oh, hello.
Richard, what happened?
Rolls in with bed blanket still on and curls up. Hi, Rizalka.
This house is dangerous. There are
Fuck it, is it? Aye.
ouch.
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
Oh, we're going with demons now.
Snake. And also poisonous.
Oh, Lark Snake.
Serious? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no.
You don't want to get up and go to work. I get that.
No problem.
Very much
I'll
get
go and
that.
get it.
You have to go or just log on from home? So, frankly, it's a kind of a good thing that I have to go and get stuff because I do actually know where I'm going this time. That makes a change. You know, he said giant snake. He not lying. And I would like a grenade launcher for that particular encounter. Come on, there we go. Go fucking heck, they come in both days. Fuck's sake, those people. Gitia is an in-house Git system, and rsync is Nix remote file synchronization. I'm not sure on the pronunciation of generic Nix, but that's what I'm going with, apparently. Unix and variants, don't you know? Oh, between the borders obviously knows, but there are many people in the chat, and not all of them may be familiar with the workings. Such things. I cannot presume that knowledge. Even though I do that all the goddamn time. And so, yeah, if I'm talking to you and talk about something I feel like it seems like I think you know about it, just correct me. I do it all the time. At least you'll be the only one in the office today. I mean, that's an improvement. Because whilst the world is changing towards, hey, homeworking actually does work. Oh, a thing happened. Oh, Rizal, thank you very much for the subscription. Thank you. Much appreciate. Noot noot! Can't get my voice high enough to do a proper noot, I'm afraid, so I'll have to do. Where the hell do I think I'm going? Try this again. Amy's original ending was satisfying until the last 5 minutes, then came color-coded garbage. Talk with the characters at the end was great. Yeah, that's hard to disagree with, honestly. Didn't actually get the serum for him, but, you know. We get into debates about the pronunciation of Linux. They're all good, I just hear Linus Torvalds' preferred pronunciation and ran with it. Fair enough. And it does make sense, Linus, Linux. On the other hand, Linus Torvalds is a cunt, so I'm not tempted to just ignore anything he says. I think I'd technically be allowed to go to work, but I wouldn't be happy about it if they made me. So yeah, going all the fucking way back doing again to actually get the serum. Forgot you had that. Thank you, Talia! Have I mentioned you're a good? You are a good. And I will insist on this until proven otherwise. And there's been plenty of opportunity for you to prove otherwise, and it hasn't happened yet, so you're a good. This must be accepted. It is known. I mean, it was the other day I realised might as well push the sub message. Yeah, that's kind of annoying that that message... Not that that message comes up necessarily, like I get... Oh, this is the wrong room entirely. Yeah, Kenneth's gonna die. Is that Kenneth? It was somebody. Oh well. Just wasted some time. Yeah, I get that Twitch wants us to share when we sub. Make all the things appear on the screen. Speaking of, I didn't see it come up, so I may have just missed it, or my alerts may be in the wrong order. Nope. Alerts appear above gameplay footage, that is correct. But the fact that it will remind me every time I go into a Twitch stream, it's like, hey, do you want to share the fact that you've subbed to this person? It's like, no. That's the mortifying ordeal of being seen. Fair, you pronounce it Linux, but I only run with it because he'd know. I have no strong opinions on most people. Fuck Sydney, except Dave. Dave is good. But isn't Talia also Sydney? I don't know about Sakura. But those two are good. Oh, for fuck. Right. Okay. So I should have actually paid attention to where it wanted me to go. Yes. I remember. So naturally it's all the way over the other side of the mansion. What Talia was WA like Darth. So, of course, Talia is saved from my Sydney wrath. Good. Good to hear. No. You and I gang up on Darth for being from WA. There is civil war going on in my chat. Because I only thought to put in a rule against chemical warfare, so... And I will have to duke some zombies here. Don't know why these are vomity zombies. Why these ones? Just in this room. I mean, WA wants to be its own nation. I can relate. Of course, if WA turns out to be where the head of government is in Australia, then... Serum! Can't be a civil war if they secede. Very true. At least, you know, we're not talking about Queensland. Which I don't know if there's any reason for the hatred towards them other than it's a knockout related bullshit. Yeah, that's up Sydney's butt. How does she feel about that? Now, see, the head of the government has its own territory because the colonies couldn't pick whom should have it. I mean, it seems like a fair compromise, except it comes from what I presume was a lot of petty dick waving. Which is a bad. Whereas, you know, Scotland just, you know, tried to establish its own colony, fucked it up, got into a lot of debt, and kind of had to take a deal with England. Oh no, am I missing Australian intrigue in the world? Well, here's a bit of intrigue for you. Did you know that Scott Morrison, current Prime Minister of Australia, once shat himself in a McDonald's car park? And I know it's true because I've heard it often enough. If you repeat things often enough, that's how you know they're true. The entirety of the Capital Territory is inside the state of New South Wales. He did do that thing. The funny thing is, we went to all that trouble to get the serum. I'm pretty sure he's about to die anyway.
I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio.
He is quite the duckwit.
Keep it. I'm...
Mate, that doesn't answer the question.
No! Richard!
Oh, Richard, that was his name.
Be careful.
Yeah. The horror. We used the... Sorry, I bent my tongue a little bit there. But we did use the serum and he died anyway. They just milk of the poppy, is that what it was? I'm sorry, I live in Wisconsin. Drunkenly defecating in a parking lot is just a bad Tuesday. Honestly... think it would happen in Glasgow as well. Stitch that, you prick. We went on radio recently and instead of talking about, I don't know, COVID, vaccine rollout or anything, he tried very loudly to deny shitting his pants in the Engadine Macca's. I don't know if I would expect less from him, frankly. I mean, I'd expect more from the Prime Minister of Australia, but not from him because... fuck's sake. Too dark to see anything. I can see fine. Okay, so I do believe we are about to encounter Snick. Right after I examine that bloody handprint, because, you know, it speaks to me. Nope, nothing. Okay. Ah, is that what the shield key was for? He's useless now. Discard. That's another weird change from the RE2 and 3 remakes. They make you manually discard things. Although, honestly, why it was a question in the first place, I don't know. Washington DC is also extraterritorial. At first everyone wanted it, now nobody wants it. Well, that's politics in a fucking nutshell, isn't it? These things worked hundreds of years ago, and therefore we should keep them because... Ow! Fuck off! How am I doing health-wise? Looks terrible. Yep. And also I'll have to unpoison myself. Fuck that wall in particular, apparently. Maybe should have brought more ammunition. Ow! Yes, off you fuck. I'd love to stay, but I must get up and get ready. Okay, thank you for dropping in. There's also the time while he was PM that he put out a picture of him and his family on a picnic, but his fancy sneakers were clearly photoshopped on. These fucking people. Why are they like it? Why are they like that? Love that the snake that could clearly swallow you just kind of nipped at your ankle instead. Good luck, Fran. How goes it? Me? Not dead yet. Surprisingly. Fucking close to it, as it turns out. I might just die on the way back, but we'll see. License plate said, for many years, taxation without representation. I don't know if this is known outside the US, but one of the big things from the revolution was...
Am I poisoned?
Yes.
Give me the serum.
Oh. Well, that was fun. Who is... What? Who is this? Like, I am gonna live after all.
Barry.
Apparently I did not die, otherwise. I'm as surprised as you, frankly. Why did she say Barry's name? She can't see him. Just kind of a bizarre assumption that's being made here. Up that back and get blue gel and that sun crest and those shit. Is that... It doesn't combine them, it just swapped them out. Bizarre. Yeah, it was supposed to be a mark of shame, but people just ran with it. You mean something that was meant to be tongue-in-cheek or sarcastic or secret dig was taken entirely seriously? Like, say... stand-ins of fascist states and symbols made for them being adopted by actual fascists? Something like that? Yeah, it's not what I would call a bazooka. It's more of a kathunk. Finally do this while I'm here. I don't know if it has anything block critical in here. But potentially a shiny thing. Oh, that is plot critical. Yeah, definitely need that. When he... Is it? Kathunk being different from cat hunk. Entirely different. Absolutely different genres. There we go. The statue there is a cat hunk. Yes. The chunky boy. But a strong boy also. My understanding is someone tried to shame people into action and everyone decided it was better to just complain or not find the solution. Now that seems more of a British response to me. You've been outside the building in this game. Once. There was a little outside section with a load of herbs in it. Which I should probably go back to, but there's a closer one nearby. And I still have that first aid spray that I can use as well. The English are very good at complaining, yes. And obviously being Scottish, present company excluded, of course, I'm very good at complaining about the English. It's tradition at this point. It's one of those things that's sort of ingrained into me, unfortunately. Because there are very nice English people here. Well, there are just very nice English people, but there are also nice English people here. You get what I mean. Trying to remember, I'm sure... Oh, balls. I can't pick anything up. Trying to remember it, I'm sure I watched my brother play this when I was younger. You know, the thing is, I was not of the correct age when this came out, but this did not stop people. I'm a very nice English person. You are. You help aminals. That is just objectively nice. Because it's easier saying that than just pointing people towards your streams and saying, hey, look, nice person. Because they might not watch it. Whereas I can objectively state, helps aminals, therefore, shut up. A much quicker conversation that way. Well, we are what happens when Europeans move to an English colony, are given insane areas of land, and then left to fight themselves for 200 years. I can say that one's not on us. I cannot guarantee that if Scotland had actually established a colony, that the exact same wouldn't have happened. If there's one set of people we like fighting with more than the English, it's each other. Okay, so I'm not going to pick up the extra herbs there just yet. Frankly, can't be bothered doing the inventory dance back and forth to make it happen. So just go use the crests, are they called? The sun, the moon, the wind, and the other guy. Honks and El Pollo Diablo. At least I assume that's what it represents. The actual El Pollo Diablo looks very different. Dude, my family is Manx about 5 generations back. We were your colony. Hey, wait a minute. No. No. We Scots did not. Wait, Manx? Also the fighting's on us, yes. Which one's Manx again? Is that Manchester? Am I getting mixed up? I'm almost certainly getting mixed up. That's just what I do. And I don't know why I'm going up here, because not where I need to be. 1300 or so Isle of Man. Ah! Honestly, there's so many islands around the British Isles that I have trouble keeping track of which ones are belonging to which individual section. Although I did go to a very fun music festival on Egg. Which, just to be confusing, is E-I-G-G. And if you're expecting some explanation of Gaelic to go along with that, sorry to break stereotype, but I don't speak Gaelic. Also, I cannot promise this is the truth, but the way I differentiate is Irish is Gaelic, or Irish Gaelic, and Scots Gaelic is Gaelic. That's the way I pronounce them anyway. They're really only really known for genealogy and TT bike racing. That's some variety there at least. Where Sam Barks is from, I am unfamiliar. Egg. That egg emote from? Triumph. Possibly Triumph 10, but I forget how Twitch decides on emote names exactly. I'm not sure why I bothered telling us all that when all we need to do is use these crests here and they go in the right order. Maybe to make it look fancy. Right, what are we doing here? There's a hang up there. Oh, shit. Okay, I need to go the other side and do a shove. Nee. Another artifact of old 3D games. Can't push things arbitrary amounts. Is to basically be on a grid system. I don't know if... try that again. Don't know if you've noticed that with the old Tomb Raiders, but it is basically a grid. Damn it, not close enough. The musical theatre actress was on show cast Nancy in the musical Oliver, where she came second. Then she cast in the 50th anniversary concert for Les Mis as Eponine, and later cast in the same role in the movie. Ah, yes. Yeah, I think about it. I do believe I'm familiar with that face. Managed to get my family line back to the island. The records took me back so far, it's kind of useless. My parents have done a bit of the genealogy as well. See, I thought initially when you said that the island was known for its genealogy abilities, facilities, lineage. I don't know. Although I suppose that's not impossible. Both could be true. Yeah, my parents are the ones that do the genealogy, so the fun one in my family is that two brothers came over from Ireland. I think it was Ireland as opposed to Northern Ireland. Came to the same town, settled on different streets, and raised two separate families. With the same surname, just to confuse everyone. Again, sorry about the dog killing, but they're not good boys. That was a radio. Also, I'm just going to take this, because I would like an invincibility herb. Or nothing else. Herb that completely heals me and cures poison. Also, I'll need to figure out if that's... Oh, yeah, I do have a radio. That's probably it going off. So I should probably answer it. They kept insane parish records. Ah, I see. It was annoying my parents for years that we'd look up our family name in, you know, those lists of things that tell you what your tartan is and stuff like that. But surname, I think, is basically Irish, so he doesn't get one. I mean, technically, not the most surprising thing, considering it's only a couple of generations that we've been over here. And, frankly, plenty of other places as well. Including Australia, oddly enough. That was part of the reason of me wanting to go to Australia, was to do a sort of tour around of various friends and also family. One day. Anyway, what does the radio have to say?
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody answer me.
Okay, I think the radio's not working.
Brad?
Rap Freak, thank you very much for following. Welcome in. I don't have a collective name for us. I sort of thought about the Foo Crew, but I'm not 100% committed to it. Mum's maiden name uses the Blackwash Tartans, but we probably don't talk about what that name is. It is a luggage, Rat Freak. It's the only adventure game related pun I could think of for following. Anyway, yeah, Tally, I'm not going to ask you to dox yourself, so don't worry about that. I don't know how tartans work, but Americans sure don't understand heraldry, and how even if it was your coat of arms, it's not, you're not authorized to use it. Granted, it sounds like you have more knowledge about it than I am, but I'm not trying to claim a coat of arms as mine. Could it be? It's not. Well, that's useful. I don't have any indication on how that's meant to work. Hi, dogs. Not because of doxing, but because of which specific clan. Oops. Well, I'm afraid this is knowledge I do not have. So, forgive my partial ignorance. That looks crankable. Oh no, a clan is different. Our coat of arms, it has wolves and towers and wheat on it. Blue and white stripes. Sounds rad. Ooh, this one's an FMV. I was about to say they got their money's worth out of the CD format, but I think this ISO is actually only like 400 meg or something. Gonna see how quickly I can check that, and also deafen people with the system noise. Sorry about that. Oh no, this one's 690 meg. That's pretty damn close. The DualShock one is 711, and the original is 664. Intriguing. Oh yeah, got the money's worth seems like a fair assumption. Water is now running down the opposite side. Yay! Anyway, hope we get to an item box soon, because I really don't need to be carrying around 2 invincibility herbs. I thought about making a coat of arms, but it seemed messy and it wouldn't keep very long. Talia? Talia, was this pun? Talia, did you pun? I have a sneaking suspicion that you did a pun. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hi, dog. Hi, other dog. And yes, I have the auto aim on, sue me. Yeah, sorry, I'll have to take the old Yeller approach. It were pun. Yeah. Gyrany? Is that how you pronounce that? Of 8, Argent and Azure, 2 Wolves Rampant, and a Sun in Splendor. Also sounds rad. What is this box thing? Battery's pulled out. Why do I get the feeling there's a battery in the elevator I just came from? I have been wrong before. Well, if you flayed the arms and preserved them, yep, that's a good point. That... See, it looks like there's a thing just there where I'm pointing my gun. But... if I go near it, the camera angle changes. That could work, takes notes. Okay, Talia, please don't make my first appearance in Australia be a witness in a court case. The first known instance of history of an entire Twitch chat being called in as witnesses. Yeah, tan the leather. Oh dear. Bye, dogs. Did heraldry in one of those recreation groups that I'm no longer associated with. That sounds like it could be a bit of fun. Even if you did obviously leave for whatever reason. They're throwing a lot of poison herbs at me all of a sudden. I suspect a thing is gonna happen. But not right now, because... save room. Ooh, that's welcome. Explosive R. Never did I thought I would be so happy to see explosive R's. Get it? Because it sounds a bit like R's. I'll be over here. I feel like the little quirks with the black crescent in the corner means you and your Da are on the battlefield at the same time. It's an interesting set of stuff that you would never be able to guess in 1,000 years. And, in fact, we only have somebody else's word about whether or not that is true. I'm gonna go absolutely nuts and I am gonna save the game. You can save your progress with this, or you'll use the ink ribbon. Dear Diary. was a blast, but it was a bunch of sad little kings of sad little hills and partner swapping. Then came that lawsuit about some children. I had my fun. Time to leave. That went places I was not expecting between the borders. Wow. Yeah, so this mansion has a giant underground section. Ooh, I do like this bit of music. Now, I'm wondering if it's this one that has the really infamous version in the DualShock edition. Yes, I'll unplug the muddy water. I can't possibly die from this. Even if it is turned out to be something terrible, I have poison herbs nearby. It's a key. Serum key. Wow, yeah, we had Emo Fest 2009 where seemingly everyone broke up at the same event, but that didn't end in any court cases. Freak, if I may, what was the event meant to be? Different editions for different controllers? More different edition because Resident Evil 2 was taking too long and stitch that you cunt. They had to put out something to keep fans' interest up. LARP. Ah. Oh boy. Was this all out of character relationships or Red book? Nothing important until all pages are blank. What's it for? Excellent question. It's a funny thing that... Oh. I've used the lockpick. I can't pick up whatever... Oh, maybe I can actually. Combine. Yay! Well, for a second, I've got no inventory space. This isn't going to go well. Sorry, I have to head out again. Just remembered I need to get things done for work tomorrow. Oops! Well, don't worry about that. You get your things done. And thank you for dropping in. And more than likely, you'll be streaming before I do again, so... I'll see you whenever that happens. The crank here for now. I feel like that's the one that's least likely to be used. And I don't have any bullets right now. Well, mostly, but a fair few people were married in character, and it's just a game we don't fancy each other at all. Ended in the totally predictable way, yeah. Oh, I've missed a message. Yeah, what was that called with the multiple generations? Cadence. I've lost track of what that conversation was, I'm afraid. See you around. Bye! Under the bed. Yeah, so I was gonna say, like, I do like TTRPGs, and I do get into the role playing. But somehow... Ow. Right, I know what I'm doing with that statue now. And it involves not getting choked. Assuming I can get this correct. But yeah, having to do the LARP in person and improvise without, you know, like, some kind of wall. TTR Pegas can be fun, and you're very good at the role-playing. No, you! I mean, you just fell into the role of that cult leader. No, I'm not going to explain any further than that. Kitty laugh.gif. But yeah, somehow having to do it in person, out and about, not sitting down at a table with that kind of level of abstraction, somehow... I don't know. A 9-ball. It's clearly a pair of cues, Jill. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I just feel unsure about it. Gone. But how many followers did you have, Italia? Was it just enough? Oh, for fuck's sake, that's me poisoned now, isn't it? No, no it's not. Bloody hell. Too many! There it is. Oh, for... Squish. Oh, fuck off! Now I'm poisoned. And about to die. There we go. Let's find a blue herb and hope that they can be used on their own. Except I'm pretty sure they can't, so I'm going to have to use the invincibility one, aren't I? But I decided to fight the spiders. LARP is similar, but a different thing, really. I think loads more people would enjoy it. Oh, 1 second. Oh, that did work. Now I just have to go and... I'll tell you what. Let's put these in the item box. LARP is similar, but a different thing, really. I think loads more people would enjoy it than give it the time. The embarrassment just doesn't come up as much as you'd expect. I am, you know, as much as I hate to admit it, I am British, and the last thing we want to do is be embarrassed, or complimented, or seen, or get into any situation we don't know 100% how to deal with. So yeah, it's definitely fear. It's definitely fear that's stopping me from exploring that any further. And I suppose there's a kind of stigma behind it as well, but I'm caring so much less about that as I get older. Keith presents literally any scenario. Me, I cast Frenzy. Oh, Apocalypse World was a time. The only issue with LARPs is the people who take it too seriously, otherwise it seems like fun. I mean, yeah, if everyone's not on the same page, there's gonna be issues. Veering from awkwardness all the way up to outright conflict. Well, this isn't a fighting room, is it? Not at all. It's locked. You got anything else to give me? Ah. Well, you push the keys. Now, is this lights out or lights on, do you reckon? Because I'm equally shite at both. God damn, I've just done the same thing. What the fuck am I on? Come on. Yeah, I'm glad we did Apocalypse World. It's a good way to get out of the sort of D&D comfort zone and explore other titty arpeggios. So I'm glad Keith could run it for us. Because Keith is also a good. There we go, it was lights on. You've been LARPing for decades, so, well... So, play it in a very different way to many people. But I run the game for other people now, so it's all about curating game. It was nice to use a not D20. Yeah, it's different. Which is ironic, considering D&D started off just using D6. Because that's the device, the device? That's where that was the dice that was about. What they had. Or even funnier, D&D being a nice set of rules that required a completely different game to deal with the warfare. Also a system balanced around rolling on a bell curve. Wild! There's a lot of empty bottles in here, most of which I can't carry. Is written on the wall. 1 plus 2 equals 3, 3 plus 4 equals 7, 2 plus 4 equals 6, 6 plus 7 equals 13, 13 plus 3 equals 16. Why do I get the feeling this is going to come up in a situation that's not entirely obvious? Screenshot of that. PBTA is wonderful. I've run Dragon World a bunch. Powered by the Apocalypse, that's the one. I remember things. Might be bees. I need inventory space. I need to run. Locked. The plate says 003. Probably the key that was sitting right there. It won't move at all. Seems to be obstructed from the opposite side. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck it. Fuck off. Not the bees, not the bees, not the bees, not the bees, not the bees. Wait, was that a sequence? Which bit? Another statue. Stuff where I'm standing there, but I'm not sure what it is. And not being able to see the other side of that statue, I'm kind of loath to try and move it. Just in case there's a kind of Sokoban thing going on where you can fuck yourself up, and yes, somebody's redeemed full Glasgow. The math. Maybe it was a sequence actually. I was just focusing on the fact that it was extremely easy math problems, you know? Leaving this on while I was getting ready for was a good choice. Excellent. Glad to entertain you. I'm just now sad that you probably have to go to work. For many reasons. One, it's work, and two, it's your work. And I don't mind telling you that they're a bunch of fucks. Indeed. Yep, not wrong on that one, am I? Right, so it was... If we go by the totals here, they are a bunch of cunts. They are. I keep saying it because it's still true. When they stop being a bunch of cunts, then I will happily rescind my criticism, but until then... Cunts, 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 cunts. Okay. So the sequence of numbers, in terms of the totals, is 3, 7, 6, 13, 16. Up by 3, down by 1. Up by 7? Nope. Yes. Up by 3. One out so bad, but still not as bad as the hospital before it. Well, that's good. Really hard to judge. I haven't heard as much about the hospital as I have about this work. But hopefully. So yeah, if anybody's got any jobs that Lee can do send them her way. That's Brazilka, by the way. Cramming 9 telephone operators into a bedroom-sized room was always going to be a fuck. Yeah, some companies are bad for that sort of shit. Okay, now in terms of the numbers being added up, it's 1 plus 2, 3 plus 4, 2 plus 4, 6 plus 7. Oh, wait. 1, 2 equals 3. 3 plus 4 equals 7. 2... Nope, that's not a sequence. Hell, we'll work it out later. Sorry, I literally switched over to a screenshot of the text again. Well, I've just offered someone a job, but if she can't do it or has found somewhere else, want to work in my kitchen in Kentish Town? Does it need to be paid work? It really needs to be paid work. I will insist on it. Even if she doesn't, I will. Just making sure that cursor isn't in the way. I don't think this will be capturing the cursor. But if nothing else, it's in my way. So get that out. Get it out the way. It does. Yeah. Rizalka supports her and her mother, so. And which key is this? It has yet to tell me. I shall have to do a checky. Checky check. 2. Right, so it's not the one in here. And cat. Precisely, Talia. And as much as Mr. Gabriel might say he would give it a go himself, I'm sorry, I don't fancy his chances. I think he'll be coming home going, Mama! It's all scary out there. Once that divorce gets finalized, she'll be supporting herself again. Hell yeah. Cats can make a living on a webcam. It's just a thought, Rizalka. Mr. Gabriel's already internet famous. Not to the same extent of some cats. In fact, the Cats Protection League in the UK used to have a webcam where you could watch a cat pen. You can see a kitty all day. Okay, so one thing we can tell from Umbrella, and say as a universal, they do not keep their bathrooms in good nick. Now, between the borders, do you mean cats equals content or cats equals content? Because either way, I would agree. Most of the time. Unless the cat wants something, in which case they are the exact opposite of content. Maybe if he were younger, but I think some people would be like, that's an old cat. A distinguished cat. A cat of years of wisdom and knowledge, and who definitely doesn't walk up a set of stairs and stare idly at a wall because he didn't realise it had been moved. Good Nick? That's what happens when Eggman builds helper robots? Eggman would never do that. Also, I think you'll find it's Robotnik around these parts. I grew up in the 90s, it's always Robotnik to me. I cannot help myself. So, the plant at point 42. For a second I thought that was a typo, but no, that's just why it's called plant 42. A good kitty is buff. He's currently snoring in my bed with his head on my pillow. Oh, actually, they're different people. Are they really? Alright, Talia, give us the lore dump. I've not heard this. So, plants can catch the T-virus, as well as people and dogs. So yeah, how the whole world didn't get completely fucked is beyond me. How did that not happen? Resident Evil 6 didn't happen. Anyway, all cats have a quiet dignity about them. Usually. Sometimes. Not our Gaby. No, he's an old man, but he does pull off the kitten face very well sometimes. Difficult to tell what type of plant this was originally. Who wants to bet that it's going to be a Venus flytrap? I'm not going to bet actual money on that because I have played this before and I might be unconsciously remembering. Plant. At least in adventure continuity, Robotnik is Gerald Robotnik, Ivor Robotnik, Eggman's grandfather, who built a laser cannon and threatened to blow up the whole world. No, I refuse to accept. No. What am I... Ah. Got up on my desk after we were done and was like, webcam front? So does he actually like to see me and he's just, you know, acting all high and mighty? Kidding on, he doesn't care? He never, when we're like on a video call, he never looks at the camera or, well no, I guess looks at the screen. That makes Sonic like 40? Oh god, it might. Oh, do I have a lot of box pushing to do. And in the comic continuity, there's also several Robotniks, some of which are Eggman, but also there's more than one Metal Sonic. One of them is named Shard. See, I don't accept the Archie comics continuity. I grew up with the Fleetway ones. Frankly, I'm not even sure I accept... just move this up here so I can move it towards the other wall rather than get it stuck in a corner. Because I'm smart. Yep, Fleetway Comics all the way, and I might be able to sneak the UK Saturday morning cartoon. The really comparatively stupid one, rather than the other one that actually attempted a long running storyline. Archie Continuitics has Metal Amy with a rocket-powered skirt. A compelling argument, to be sure, but no, I'm sticking with my Fleetway, where Johnny Lightfoot cuts about in a leather jacket and basically has a high-tech bow staff as a weapon. But Gibby ignores screens. I think he just enjoys being cuddled and performs for the camera. That sounds about right. Okay, and Sonic Continuity is when I reach for the eject lever. Oops. Can I actually go in here? Moreover, should I go in here? Or should I get grenade launcher first? I've got an invincibility herb, it's fine. And I have 15 rounds. I have a gun for them. That's back in the item chest. Okay, bye Rizalka. Tell you what, I'm taking the easy way out. Life's too short, fucking sue me. Oh yeah, this isn't gonna be problems. Although I do like that they bothered to make it so she goes slower in the water. Oh, this is still underwater. Half expected them to not bother. Like a plant root. The hell of a spring onion they're growing down here. So obviously I need to get chemicals for this. Or fire. Don't say that, I'm American, we love lawsuits. Yeah. That's how laws change over there. Oh, wait. Okay, bye. Wait, I thought that was the shark's shadow. I didn't realize there was mini sharks. Oh, bollocks. Fuck off, the lot of yous. No keyhole, but there is a thing here. Also, I should maybe just... Nope. Yeah, I get the funny feeling these things aren't dying. Sea room key. And I freed up an inventory slot. Oops, I've unequipped my shotgun because I wasn't paying attention. Bye. Are they different from business suits? Speaking of sharks, have you all been made aware of Shark Jesus? I'm going to regret this, but Talia, please elaborate. The lever, will you move it? Yes. Well, thank fuck the water went down because there was only one alternative. You look so sad there. Oh, I'm sad that I'm underground. I'm impatient that I'm underground. That doesn't suit the strong, sad voice anymore. Button, will you push it? There was a sound from the room next door. Business suits lead to lawsuits. Truth. Kinda wish I hadn't used up all that ammo now because, this is the result. Help! Okay, spent 2 shotgun shells to find out. Yeah, probably can't kill them. That's the most clever thing I've said in days. And we greatly appreciate you doing so. God knows I can't be funny this whole time. Yay, even more rounds! That I really need to go and fetch the gun for. In fairness, it'd run dry, so I'd no real use for carrying an empty pistol about. They're all wet and useless. It be. Ooh, shotgun shells. I've just got all my ammo back. That's nice. All went. Yep, been there. What these? Storm key. Okay, so bonnethead sharks, right? They're a smaller species of hammerhead, usually under a meter, but up to 1.5. They're true omnivores with up to around 50 to 60% of their diet being seagrass, but also one female bonnethead in an aquarium gave birth in a tank without males. So they can reproduce on their own. And they might eat people. Not necessarily, but they might. Well, thank God you didn't say something terrifying. The last thing we need is self-replicating sharks. You usually can't reproduce on your own, but one did. Yeah, I figured that's what you were saying. Now I'm even less familiar with this part of the game, so now I have to figure out where the fuck I am. You know what, I don't know that we'll be back down here, so... Let's take the herby herbs. Because as you've seen, I will probably need them. It's funny, I don't remember being able to use the blue herbs on their own in Resi 2. And as I say, that's the one I'm most familiar with. There's a ladder, will you climb it? Yes. They're American sharks. Australian sharks can walk on land and survive out of water for about an hour. I don't want to come to Australia anymore. In fairness, as long as I'm... well, I don't know the exact miles per hour of shark flopping, but... sense I never thought I'd say. But so long as I stay that far away from the beach, I should be safe. From the sharks. There's, you know, also the drop bears to worry about. Bite your head off those things. I really need to stop unequipping my weapons. Yeah, let's see what's in here. This might be where I have to use all those... Nope. It's dormitory. Why did I think I would have to use the empty flasks? I actually believe that. What is with that entire continent? Boop. Boop, but shotgun. Drop bears are fine. Just put Vegemite behind your ears. Wards them off. I mean, that'll ward most things off, in fairness. We get it. Umbrella doesn't care about... personal hygiene. That's what the words I was trying to say. Good, because it's not a shitpost, Uwu. You know, I would have believed you if you hadn't added Uwu. Somehow that just, like... seeds it sows the seed of doubt in my mind. Desk is locked, let's unlock it, use the lockpick, can he pick it up? It's an ink ribbon anyway, so who cares? Epaulet sharks hunt in tide pools, so need to cross land occasionally to stop themselves getting trapped. Oh, I did have a free inventory slot. I miscalculated. So Tali, was that to make me feel less terrified, or... I'm not going to take the book yet. I'm going to see if there's something I want to pick up behind this. Apparently I push it the other way. No, I get how this works now. I go put the red book in there instead of the white book, and then that bookcase opens. Cupboard. Cabinet. Someday we'll find out that the quagga is hollowing people out, breeding like a xenomorph, and it'll all make sense. Oh, I really don't want that to happen though, because I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but my understanding is quaggas have no natural predators. So if they see a human, then they'll be like, oh, hello, friend. Every other animal's instinct is, that thing might eat me, run the fuck away, or claw its face off. But quaggas are just like, friend? The ooh was to make you less terrified. The fact was to prove it wasn't a shitpost. Well, this has all gone horribly wrong, hasn't it? Oh, Beretta, men. And we'll get the blank book. Unbin. Equip. Koalas also have no natural predators. I wonder if sloths have natural predators, because with the pace of life they maintain, you have to assume not. But I don't often see people taking selfies with sloths, whereas Kawaka selfies are wonderful because they're very eager to do it, and also they always look like they're smiling, and it's the best. I mean, they do, but most things that eat them die from eucalyptus poisoning. So maybe some of them learn as they go, and just like, Nigel, just leave them alone, mate. It's not worth it. Which I think I'm half ripping off that Billy Connolly sketch, of 2 lions hunting a wildebeest. One of which is called Agnes. Honestly, that one you'll have to look up on your own. Element destroys the plant so rapidly. UMB number 16, because they have to name it after themselves. V-Jolt. So yeah, if you put that on the root, the plant will be destroyed, and we have to destroy a big plant because... Not entirely sure yet. I've not seen the top of the plant. A good sketch, yes. Oh... Yeah, it's kind of humbling to know that I have no hope of catching up to Billy Connolly in terms of funny material ever said. But that's how he spent his entire life. So he's fucking earned it. Sorry, 1 second. It's UMB 16 that we need to make. So am I adding up the numbers? Or am I trying to mix the colors? Guess I'll find out. Also, given the poisonous gas comment, I think I'll save first. There we go. Also, I might be about to find out where the top of the plant is. Yep. Wait, this door was blocked. What? What was blocking it? Also, I can't defend it, but I do like this music. Down, 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 down. Honestly, a lot of the music in Resident Evil 1 is touch on the weird side. Did I just get myself poisoned? No, surprisingly. But let's be not here. I don't think there's anything lying around that I actually want to look at. Locked again. The door won't open. Well, dang it. Reached the point in my life where I no longer aspire or feel envy. It's like, holy crap, good for you. Spent more time helping other people's dreams than having any of my own. It's actually really, really nice. It's a lovely sentiment. And yes, if I get anywhere with this kind of malarkey, I do hope to build people up rather than, you know, try and maintain my own position forever and ever and ever, because 1, that's impossible to maintain, and 2, I'm going to leave you with many friends. Something is written on the wall. Oh, here we are. Tap of that as well. But yes, help and make friends. good philosophy to have. The thing is, I think I need 3 empty bottles, and I kind of wish I hadn't dumped a bunch of them in the item box. So yeah, I think I need to go and get at least 1 more of the empty bottles. The bee room. Fuck the bee room. Because it's got bees. I don't like bees. Rather not with the bees. I'm not sure why I'm putting such a large amount of vibrato on the bees. There we go. Yeah, I have to be honest, this is the part of streaming that gets a bit harder for me, where I actually have to concentrate on things and have the mortifying ordeal of being seen if I start screwing things up. Like forgetting to pick up the rest of the extra empty bottles. Because I don't know how much fighting I'll have to do once I've poisoned that plant. I don't know if I'll have to actually fight it or if I'll need to do anything else. So my thinking is flame rounds, yeah, definitely flame rounds. And then the bazooka. Balls, not the map. Can I not unload that? I'd rather not fire off the only acid round, but... Oh, for fuck! Yeah. Oh, jeez. Getting myself turned around now. Getting all flustered. Okay, lovely people, you're off to bed. Fare thee well. Thanks for joining in, Rat Freak, and thank you for the follow. Sleep ye good. Yeah, I'm not sure how to discuss Eddie Izzard these days. Because I grew up on her stand-up comedy. That's just, it is part of my DNA now. But I also know that there was some comments made that were not particularly good for trans people. And yet, I've also read something that suggests those comments were published at a particularly bad time. I've not managed to get myself to actually, read into that stuff and form a solid consensus. So I've been avoiding it for the meantime, and I didn't mean to go in here. I meant to go into the other side of the room. So yeah, whilst I very much do want to just jump in immediately with the what the fuck am I doing? I'm covered in bees! I just get kind of wary about it, you know? Okay, so what am I doing again? Oh, I'm switching between a bunch of screenshots here whilst standing still. Here, I'll spin on the spot. There you go. That's something to look at. Come to think of it, how the fuck do you make brown rather than... except for just mixing literally everything together? Because otherwise I'm going to do this by adding up numbers. Yeah, look, you know what? It's half 10. I don't need to prove my intelligence to anybody. I'm looking up a walkthrough. Which is, equally exciting to look at, I know, but... No, not Jill Labs, Jill Tunnels. Fuck off, stupid consent form. God damn it, IGN. See, this is what I'm talking about. get slightly flustered because it's a part of the game I don't properly know about, and I don't, have it fully ingrained. That's why I could do like 7 hours of Deus Ex. I know that game back to front. So, playing through all of that, nothing's going to surprise me. I don't need to pay full attention to anything. That's all fine and gravy. I get your reaction. I don't know why everyone seems to think everyone needs to agree. I mean, aren't shows like House and Monk all about you don't need to like people? I respect everyone's right to make decisions, including about me, but it confuses me. We have gotten a touch tribal outside of the sports sphere, I find. And that's kind of not helping it. I just realised I accidentally looked at a walkthrough of Remake rather than Resi the 1. Oh, sorry, give me a second. Really? Don't tell me this is the HD edition as well. It's suddenly surprisingly hard to find a walkthrough, but very easy to make system noises play that annoy everybody. Sorry about that. Come on, is this the original Resident Evil or not? Just fucking tell me, stupid walkthrough mirror. Okay, move back, add PSOne. It would have probably taken me less time to just sit silently and think about this and get the right answer, but no, here I am. I refuse to brain right now. I'm having a smooth brain moment. Because, like I said, it's 10:30 on a Sunday. Yep, this is implying that I don't fight the... I don't mix the stuff to... That's a hard mixing chart. Water's UMB1. Check writings are written on either side of the chemical ribbon. It will tell you what the right orders of the chemical you want are to mix, are also tell you about the chemical. Do we literally just do what it says on the 1 + 2 = 3 stuff? We probably do, don't we? Good. Save brain for when you need it. And I do need it. It is sort of what my job depends on. And this has stopped making noise. Or at least a sound effect. That's not going to be a problem later. Okay, which one has water? There we go. Have a 3. Then is there a 4? There is a 4. It's in the empty bottle. Don't want to get into it, but it makes me sad that people throw out the beauty of Tennyson's writing because he was a typical Englishman of the day. Well, it's not something I feel fully comfortable defending. And like you said, you don't want to get into it, so I'll just say something here and we can continue on. Is that I find Death of the Author a little difficult in some circumstances and easier in others. For examples, I can still watch and appreciate some Joss Whedon shows, despite the man being a turbo cunt. And yet there's certain YouTubers I've dropped that I have no hope of going back and watching. I think it's mostly because I have to look at the cunts, and that doesn't help at all. So yeah, it looks like the answer was indeed just having to follow exactly what it said on the wall, which is somehow more embarrassing than my whole diatribe about, I don't want to brain. Find death of the offer when the offer is, you know, dead. Very fair. So yeah, I don't have an opinion on whether it's right to do death of the offer. I just know sometimes I can do it and sometimes I can't. The clincher for me is usually, is the offer in question getting money? Yay, did it. I sort of brained. Because I'll not financially support someone I find troublesome. Now, how do I go down again? This one. I don't think it was this one. Oh no, it might have been this one, because the second dorm we found was this one. So yeah, this is wrong. So, other dormitory. It's not too far, at least. Honestly, I think if that puzzle hadn't included the colours, that's what threw me. Like, if it hadn't included those, I wouldn't have just looked at it and panicked. Let's face it, that is exactly what I did. I saw the colours and I was like, no, don't want to brain. As a musicologist, I know Wagner was a twat. I also know he deeply upset Nietzsche by snubbing him when they met, enough to alter Nietzsche's philosophies, so, like, that's pretty neat. I don't know if it's interesting anyway, but I think it was the real Jims that had to address that, with the Michael Jackson episode of The Simpsons. The real Jims, I'm not familiar with this. Hi, Shark. Are you the plant room? I don't think you're the plant room. You are the plant room. Have some vigil, fucker. Shriffa. Wonder if it was some kind of weird flex that they could make the plant sprite scale in that way, while still giving you control. He does Simpsons reviews and analysis. Ah, I see. Yeah, well, Michael Jackson is one of the first examples I can remember with, can I really still like this? And there's no getting away from it. Part of me will feel guilty over liking something that's from someone problematic. And other times it'll be like, you know what, I don't even know if I could enjoy this even if I wanted to, because the whole thing's tainted by whatever horrible fucking thing the person has done. It's not fun, and maybe they should just not do cunty things. Oh, that's an idea. Of course, they're always going to do something that pisses someone off, but you know, we're talking about YouTubers getting done for doing extremely inappropriate things with fans and potentially underage fans at that. Stuff that I think from most perspectives is outright unreasonable. You know what is fun? 5D chess with multiverse and time travel. Well, you know, you're repeating yourself. Surely 5D encompasses the multiverse and time travel right there. Of course, it's nowhere near as complex as Mornington Crescent, but, you know, what is? Oh, if everyone was just nice to each other, I'd be so happy. It's a nice dream, isn't it? I'm also pretty sure I couldn't pull that off. I mean, yes. change my mind, Talia. Actually, don't. You could probably do it. And just another save here, because I fear there's a boss fight coming up. Okay, it's a bit weird to see the file extension for a memory card save being MCD, because I read that as Mega CD. Which is not this console, it's a completely different console. They are both CD based, granted, but you know, still different. And as has somehow become tradition over the course of however long this has been, 2 3/4 hours, I will use the save room as a backdrop whilst I take another quick bio break. I reckon I probably won't go past 11:30, that's 45 minutes from now. We'll just see where we get to from there, but yeah, be back in a bit. Okay, y'all are getting way too big brain in the chat for me right now. Literally, the only comment I can respond to right now is the Mega CD didn't use a laser wobble for DRM. In fact, it didn't use anything because, you know, CDRs were so expensive at the time. They were like, nobody can pirate our games right now unless they have buckets of money, and that's not really what we're worried about. We're worried about casual copying. And region locking for some reason. They did implement that. Oh dear. Airmail. Let's go and try and kill a big fucking plant. So, I assume there is some form of video game 5D chess that y'all are playing. Which sounds like quite the thing. Quite the big brain thing that I am ill-equipped to even think about at the moment, frankly. Alright, plant, let's see what you've got. Oh yeah, it's still alive. Move a bit. That was anticlimactic. Anything in the blob that we can do with the... I kind of feel like we did that for no reason now. The fireplace has a key! Not playing, but I've seen it. There is. It's on Steam, Ridley, and you have it and would both challenge you. You would, though. That is part of the problem. It is a helmet. Absolute helmet. I fired 2 rounds. That is so many fewer rounds than I was expecting. So many fewer? Jesus Christ. I have to write code tomorrow. You know, the sad thing is, I had a nap earlier as well. My brain should be in reasonable condition.
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
I was practicing my marksmanship.
I was going to say, where on earth have you been?
You were going to say that you were safe?
In the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Yeah, but you were clearly shooting at a wall.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Absolute helmet vodka for cannonballs.
Priority is to get out of here.
Oh, there's Dan Aykroyd's skull vodka.
You're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
Not sus at all. Oh, I was shooting something. Okay, I take it back. Right code? Yes, I'm afraid so. You see somebody did a facial reconstruction of one of those bottles. Oh my god. I think I have linking turned off in this chat, but I'll have to look that up. Okay, grenadey things. You're not needed. Not at the moment, anyway. That's that I don't love you, grenadey things. It's just... not right now. But no, I haven't seen the facial reconstruction, and it sounds amazing. Okay, nope, no, other way. Yeah, I don't know if there's more to find down this neck of the woods, but just gonna head back to the mansion and presume there's something to do there. Well, I know there's at least one of those helmet doors.
I know you can't answer me, but somehow, give me a sign.
This is Jill. Brad? broken.
You heard one of those balls. I can't explain that one for you, I'm afraid. Googling skull vodka face will get you there. Excellent. Yeah, we can have a little herb as a treat. I was going to say something. Yeah, I'm going to head straight back to the mansion and implement helmet key. This waterfall, for example, I can probably stop, but that could be a later thing. That's something for future me to worry about, and future me's a dick. He deserves it. Ah, those wobbly integer-based polygons. I was trying to find some word around geometry that was fit in there, but no, it did not arrive. I demonstrated this with Martian Gothic as well, if anyone watched that, where it does actually smooth out the animations. Because what's going on with the PlayStation is it's using integer maths for basically all of the 3D, the position of polygons and the pixels on the screen. And 3D is a bit more complex than that, because integer is like whole numbers, no decimal point, whereas floating point, it's got a decimal in it. And I've just remembered what's coming up here, and I want this equipped instead. So the reason like some of the animations look janky is because they're less precise, because it's all integers. But future you loves you, but he's still a dick. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Future you is talking smack about you. Joke's on them, I'm gonna ruin their life. Haha. When does this fucker actually show up? There it is. Whee! Although it is kind of cool to see that whole run we just did from a first-person perspective. Oh, don't run towards it, Jesus! Trying to run away and just be like, bye! Ow, fuck. Oh. Think that's it? Yep. Just a scratch. Now, is it here I go into? Probably not, considering I didn't use a key there. No, we've been here. Oh, the PSOne integer math on textures? Such a strange artifact. I mean, like, for the 3D, but, yeah, textures is the one where it shows up most readily. Like, it's the easiest to notice. No, don't run towards it, Jesus. Gordon 316. Oh god, now I'm thinking about a Bible made entirely of my quote bot, and that's gonna be a time. There we go, lovely. More book. That I can't pick up, but I have a sneaky plan for that. But yeah, you know, back in the day I was always having to keep Jesus out of trouble. Doom Book 1. I feel like I should examine this. Nothing important? You know, literature's not important to you, Jill. Fine. There was a medal in the book. Eagle. And I hope there's nothing else in there, because I've run out of pocket space. God damn it. Don't know what that is, but I want it. Nothing uncommon. Sounds gay, I'm in. Talia, 297. Excellent. Just makes me think of one of Bisected Brioche's clips. Come on, move, I'm gay. Hi. Just quote 297 in my bot. I get it. I do not have 316 quotes in my bot, alas. I'm interested in any religious text that starts, I feel I should examine this. Pre says some shit. It is the raison d'etre of her streams. It's not, really, but... That just felt profound to say, so I said it. Regardless of consequences or common sense. Which is why we have quote bots in the first place, because we'll say something dumb out of context and chat reminds us about it forever. That's how it works. So that's maybe something I could pick your brain about at some point. I don't know how the whole other person's quote bot, but in a different stream thing works. Ow, fuck, I'm about to die, aren't I? I'm okay for now. Yeah, one of you was about to get up. Fuck off, you're cheating! Illegal! I definitely shouldn't walk into a new room whilst in a danger state. Thank you for the quotes, Talia. But yes, I've seen people with the other people's quote bots accessible in their stream, and I feel like I need to work out how that happens. Because that seems hip and groovy. And I would like for that to happen in my stream. Well, I genuinely thought that was it. So quote just does a URL fetch. The other people's quotes just need the URL their list is on. It's been a while since I've set up my quote bot, so maybe that would be a bit more shush. It'll probably be a bit more obvious if I go back and look at the quote bot. What does advanced mean? Is that just the difficulty? I just got curious for a second there. Okay, so given the fact that it is 11 o'clock at night, perhaps this would be a good place for to call it. And I got a notification about the library of emotes. Twitch seems to think is very important, and is probably hip and groovy, but I have not looked into it. Okay, so thank you for that, Talia. Bear in mind, hopefully, and won't just forget about it entirely. If it's not mine or Nick's, the URL will look a lot like yours. If it is mine or Nick's, it'll look like a mess of Google stuff. Ah, yes. Did you both switch over? Okay. What am I doing? Good night. Thank for stream. Thank you for being here. For as long as you have been, which is long. Most of you have been that, to be fair. You're all lovely people. What I'm going to do is... Now, no shaming on the lack of sleep. It is a problem, and one that is not entirely within her control. So what I'm going to do is pass you on to a friend of the channel, Ginger Pimpernel, who, if you're not familiar with Fire Pro Wrestling, it's a wrestling... Well, it's a wrestling game, which he plays by basically simming matches, which is to say having two AIs fight each other and seeing what happens. Anyway, he's lovely. So I'm going to do a wee raidy raid over his way. Because I can. Because it seemed like a smart thing to do. It might not be a smart thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. Fine, only been up for 16 hours. Sleep soon. Okay. You do your best, Talia. As I'm sure you do. You know your body better than me, so you know what is good and what is sensible. Okay. thank you all so much for joining me on this silly adventure through early PlayStation games. And I will hopefully see you all soon, because I'd like to at least finish this off and get to Resident Evil 2. So, good night, have fun, bye-bye!
And, like, it can be easy to know where they came from. You know, like, a lot of them being named after, like, towns and stuff from, like, places where people came from to settle in America. Hello, Ikifu, thank you for the raid.